So let's move one more step in our SharePoint quick questions and answers video series. Question number 16. How can we use custom controls in SharePoint? Before we proceed ahead and we deploy a custom control in SharePoint, what we'll do is we'll just revise the basics of custom controls. Custom controls are nothing but they are reusable entities in ASP.NET, which can be made once and can be reused again and again in multiple pages. For instance, you can make a custom control of a grid, and you can use that custom control of the custom grid which you have made again and again across pages. So in other words, custom controls increases our productivity because it increases our reusability. Now SharePoint gives you a provision to use custom controls of ASP.NET. So where you can define your control and you can use again and again across site pages. So now let's look at the basic steps which we need to perform in order to display a custom control in a SharePoint ASPX page. So the first thing is we need to create our own custom control, right? So let's look at the source code. So here's my custom control. Sorry, this is my page. So here's my custom control. Now this is nothing but it's a simple class called as custom control 1, which basically inherits from web control, right? And what I've done is basically I have overridden the render contents method, and I got hold of the SP web object, that is the website context, and then I have displayed the site title and the site URL. So basically you can say that this custom control basically displays site title and site URL. Now definitely this is a theoretical control. I mean to say nobody would like to make a reusable control which displays site title and site URL. But in real projects, basically you make custom control. You can make custom controls like a report viewer, or you can make custom controls like probably a custom grid, a custom data grid, or a custom hierarchical grid which you will display data. So for simplicity's sake, we are just showing over here a control which displays a site title and a site URL, right? So the first thing, we have inherited from web control, we have overridden the render contents, we got hold of the SP web object, and then to the output we are appending the site title and the site URL data, right? Now once this is done, let's look at the second step, what we need to perform. The second step what we need to perform is to register our custom control in GAC, right? And this can be done by GAC-util. If you have seen the previous sessions where I've shown how to use GAC-util, it's very easy. Just say GAC-util -i, that's install, and then give the DLL name with the path, right? So I'm not showing this practical over here because if you see the previous videos in SharePoint quick questions and answers, you will easily get how to use GAC-util. So once your control is registered into GAC-util, now it's time to refer this control on the page, right? So here's a page which I've made called as mypage.aspx, and this is my register attribute which basically references my control. It references the version. Currently I have not versioned it, so it's 1.0.0.0 by default. Cultural is neutral, and then I need to specify the public key token. Now this public key token is nothing but when you install into GAC, it basically assigns a unique public key token. The namespace, at this moment my namespace is namespace control, if you remember, and then I've given a name to the control. Now this tag prefix is nothing but the name by which this control will be referenced in mypage.aspx. So I've given the name as custom site pages, and now we have registered this this control in this page. Now it's time to use this control. So using the tag prefix name, you need to append the class name. So I have set custom site pages, and then I said the class name is custom control 1. So basically this is my class name, custom control 1, and I've just set run at server and given a unique ID to it. Now what happens is when the page loads, the render contents fires, and it gets hold of the stream which it wants to send to the browser and appends the output. Right. Now what I've done is I displayed this mypage.aspx in my template in my features called as share in my features. So basically what I've done is I put the mypage.aspx and I've just provisioned it using the element manifest.xml. So you can see that mypage.aspx can be referenced as page a.aspx, and we have already seen how to use provisioning. So in case if you see the previous videos, you will understand what I am saying here. Remember that in the further coming sessions, a lot of things are taken from the past video. So if you're jumping to this video directly, please make sure that at least you read the previous videos, because the questions and answers are arranged in a manner where you need to understand the previous videos. So if in case you are very much stunned by looking at element manifest.xml and file URL and module, please look at the provisioning part of the video and you can understand what I'm speaking about. So I've referenced this name as page a.aspx, and now if I run this page, right, you can see that it displays my site title. The site has now a custom page display, so that's my site title, and it displays my URL of the site. So now I can reference this custom control in any SharePoint ASPX page I want. What I need to do is that I need to just register it and use it, register it and use it. So it becomes a reusable functionality for me, and by which I can increase productivity. You can get this source code on questpointvd.com. In case you have bought a DVD of SharePoint, then you can get the same in the source code folder. So if you go to the source code folder, in the source code folder we have named it as custom control example. So what you need to do is that you need to compile this code which I've just shown, make a DLL, register it into GAC, register into GAC, reference the custom control on the page, and then provision the page. In case you are not aware of provisioning, please look at the previous questions and answers where I've talked about provisioning, how to provision a page. And then you need to define your element manifest and feature XML by which you can display this page, and then you would be able to see your custom page, you would be able to see your custom control on the page. So I hope that this session was useful, and see you in the coming questions and answers series.